Hello, guys. Welcome back, Midnight. Sorry about that. I was changing games and I guess it kicked me from streaming. I apologize, guys. That's good. I'm gonna post this around. Give me 1 second really quick. Now, here's the thing. I actually don't know much about this game. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Now, for the homies, so that everybody knows, while the screen was cut off, I wasn't able to, you guys weren't able to see some of the warnings that popped up. So, keep this in mind, okay? Keep it in mind. For my people that have epilepsy, are prone to seizures, please be careful, as this game has indicated that there is a lot of flashing lights, a lot of things like that. So please be careful for your health. If you feel like something is going on with you, or you feel like there's too much for you, feel free to take that away, and either you can just listen or don't look at the screen for too long. I'm not one to want anyone to deal with anything health-wise, so please be super duper careful. Okay? I want everyone healthy, happy, safe. So be aware there is a seizure warning. Also, a little bit of a trigger warning. This game takes place in the 1920s. This is a time period in which some people were not very nice. So certain terms may be used about ethnic groups. That was a warning that was put on the screen before this starts. So please be advised, take that into consideration and into mind, and we will start on our descent into the sinking city. Salutations, Duncan Wood. And we are gonna get cooking on this one because this is about to be really fun. So, I don't know how many of you know this, and many of you may not, but I am a massive H.P. Lovecraft fan. I am a big fan of existential horror. I don't sometimes like the blood and gore of stuff, but I do love the existential existence of primordial beings possibly coming to destroy us all. And I love that in my horror movies and all my other stuff like that. And so, this is kind of like that essence. From what I know, I don't think it is too monstery combat, more a lot of individual things. And we will take a look. So let me check the settings before we start to play. How to play. The casebook contains your main case, which reflects on your overall story progress. You can work on more than one with one side case at a time. You can work more than one side case at a time. Cases contain information about investigations and some form of evidence. Okay. Some pieces of evidence have icons that hint of what actions to perform. Dialogue, use item, take a photo, search archives, search local, right? Evidence. Evidence contains crucial information about what to do and where to go next. To get evidence, interact with objects and people. Combine clues in your mind palace and take photos. A white frame in the camera viewfinder indicates you're aiming correctly. Read evidence closely to identify important locations and then pin onto the map to plan your route. Pin evidence on the HUD to keep track of your current goal. Toggle. Okay. You can also place evidence on the map and HUD for the casebook. Finding evidence, please use pin evidence, place on the map. Okay. Map. Ooh, this is complicated. Okay. Street names and districts are on the map are from the beginning. Most other landmarks and points of interest can be discovered. Institutions with archives, landmarks. Fast travel point. Oh, there's fast travel! Hell yeah! Welcome, Crazy Anime Gamer. Welcome to the new game. We finished Little Nightmares, and now we are playing The Sinking City, which is going to be super fun. Investigation scenes. Icons appears where the location is discovered. The color of the icon changes according to the investigation's progress. Investigation scenes. Key evidence is collected. Evidence is collected. Okay. Marks. Place marks on the map. Use this to plan your route or note places of interest. Evidence markers are shown as the current cases are selected. Select another case in the casebook to see in relevant cases. Generic red marks are usually shown regardless of specific cases. Mind's Eye allows you to see the unseen. Use the Mind's Eye whenever you see distortion in the corners of a screen and hear ringing sound. It may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or track things otherwise. Oh. Follow the omens. The Mind's Eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Recognition. Recognition allows you to understand the events that happened in the past. Inspect enough evidence in the scene and the vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the crucial scenes. X mark scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Okay. Mind Palace. Investigate the main case and clues. Okay. Open the casebook is with option. Okay. Evidence, deductions. They may place in the Mind Palace. Okay. Archive. You often need to look for useful information in various city archives. Archives contain topical information. For example, City Hall holds general data about citizens and organizations, while info for specific categories of people, like criminals and patients, can be found in the police station or hospital records. In the casebook, evidence may have a hint icon indicating to you to do some archive research. The archive interface. Select the image. Okay. Padlocks. Padlocks and weak points can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Combat. If you're crouching and hostiles are less... Oh, there is enemies! Okay. If you're crouched, hostiles are less likely to detect you. Enemies may harm your sanity as well as health. Some enemies have unique abilities that come as an unpleasant surprise, but most have weak points too. Ammo and supplies are scarce. Scavenging, crafting, and questing rewards are the only source of supplies. Guns are not going to reload themselves. Diving. The harpoon stuns hostile creatures for a short time. Flares light up your way and can distract hostile creatures. If damaged, hold to slowly recover your diver's suit pressure. Oh. This is about to be wild. Welcome, Yumi VA. We're about to descend into eldritch horrors and madness. So a detective game. Good thing it's Jem playing and not me. I'm way too stupid for any games that are more complicated than just straight fighting. Well, fun fact, guys, I'm actually very good at putting clues together. I am a champion at escape rooms. My family does them religiously. Controls. Oh, there's lots of buttons, guys. There's lots of buttons. Camera and flashlight. The interact, crouch, reload, climb. Casebook, melee, run, map, aim, items, pin, hold to cycle, evidence, cycle with R. Okay, Mind Eye, tutorial, movement. Okay, this is gonna be a lot, but we're gonna make it work, guys. Loading. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that the assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning. The presence of something great is yet unknown. As luck has had it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment. To Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here and help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Oh. Okay. Fascinating. Okay, so this is Oakmont, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Massachusetts, which is home to a lot of eldritch horror stuff written by Mr. H.P. Lovecraft. I'd love to try an escape room someday. They're actually can be really fun. I've tried a lot of themed ones. They're really fun. Make sure you have your snacks and your drink, guys, because we're going on an investigation. Though I am very fascinated. The man-eating eels don't care if you're a strong swimmer. Avoid staying in the water for too long. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Okay. Ooh, guys. Oh! Ooh, shoot? What happened now? Ooh, what is happening here? Yo, 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 yo! PTSD? My boy, do you got PTSD? Yeah, calm yourself down, honey. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Oh! What is happening here? What in Jiminy? Guys, I lied. I didn't think we were gonna get monsters. We're getting the monsters. We're seeing them. I lied. I apologize. I was misinformed. I like to go into my games pretty blind. Oh! 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 Did we just... What in Jiminy? Hold on. Hold on now. The Karen ship. You know what's so funny? That it's called the Karen, or the Chiron, right? That's the boatman of the dead. That is the boatman of the dead in Greek mythology. He leads people to the afterlife, if I'm correct. Holding camera. Across the country, job locations. Yep, I believe that is what we saw already. Frosty welcome. Press options to activate. Looking for more information. Ooh. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. B. Okay. Okay. So that's what we're seeing. Okay. So we got brought here by J. Vandenberg. Oh, Laura's up top, so you can find city correspondence, documents, and bestiary and mythos. Skill. We got a combat system. We got combat stats. We got a point system. Oh, traps. Extra bullet for combat. Hold on. There's also vigor and mind. We're gonna want to do the mind. What's a lot? Map. Inventory. We got a first aid kit. Options. Okay. Alrighty. Let's investigate the room a little bit. Guys! We're a handsome devil! Look at us. A handsome devil this week. My dude. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun, guys. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, that's the mind's eye thing. Oh, shoot! My dude came strapped. Y'all. We came out here not playing. Hold on. I gotta go through the options for how we do things again. So, let's see. To interact, loot items is an X. Okay. Are we allowed to? Come on, I know I should be allowed to take this.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Yep. Oh, you wanted to give me dialogue while I was at it. Okay. Key evidence collected. Okay. Okay.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Hold on. Oakmount Monolith National Park is waiting for you. take a look. Guys, we're in the spoops now. I don't think there's anything else.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont Line, Shipping Co. Curse of the Were-Jaguar. The Noble Trefalapod. Or whatever that is. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else that we're gonna need. There's a homie right there. And we can't go this way. Let's... Yep, can't go that way. So I'm guessing this is our dude.
Now get out!
Oh, well, screw you two.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed.
Oh, Mr.
What a
Vanderburg,
pleasure
I
to
presume.
finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderburg.
I knew it.
At your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderburg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes.
Johannes.
But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Most important. What's the deal with
Reaching
the city?
Oakmont was no easy task.
Yeah.
Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why
Yeah.
is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you
flood?
made it, Mr. Reed.
Biblical.
I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tides. The
Tell me
flood.
about this flood.
It began 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I see.
an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon
I like
one's
Mr.
time.
Vanderburg.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Mm-hmm.
The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Have a good time, Wolf. Have a blessed day. Where is Roger Throgmorton?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
What's
Can you
Mr.
tell me a
Throgmorton
little
like?
about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline.
Oh.
A philanthropist, a scholar, and a patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego.
Oh.
Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Very
Don't
charming.
judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Mm-hmm. What
How
do
do
you
you
do?
fill your days, Mr. Vanderburg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn.
Oh, an academic he
Does
is.
Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Oh. How
What's
do I
the
get
best
to the
way to
Devil's
get
Reef?
around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
That would be Cthulhu, is who you're referring to. Crazy?
Other places? Like what?
What other place?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular. Its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
That's it for now, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Who finds us? Oh, interesting. Okay. Find Robert Thorwood. Okay. Let's look at the map. Ooh. So this is where we are right now. Let me just... Devil's Reef Hotel is right up there. Okay. Okay, guys, we're in it.
I don't care about your petty excuses.
Oh.
No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
This is an interesting looking dude.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
I mean, yeah.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
Innsmouthers.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells.
Innsmouth.
They are everywhere.
So
So
they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Let's do...
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family. which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I can try
Mr.
to find
Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera,
That's about right.
you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yeah.
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Let's get to work.
Find my son.
Okay. So let's take a look. Okay. So he looks. Robert Thornton wants to find his son Albert, who went missing at the port after returning from an expedition from sea. He is found barely conscious by a fisherman on the shore. We brought him to his house, and the fisherman says that Albert was mentally afflicted and acting aggressively before disappearing. Robert arrived to investigate and is now standing in front of the house in question. Until he's found, Robert won't allow anyone to leave the port, and he won't help me. Okay. Key of the Devil Reef. Okay, and then Mine Palace.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Okay. So he said, go past the house. He said if we go past the house, left of the house, by a fence, there should be a lifeboat. I'm guessing this is the lifeboat. Titania lifeboat. Okay. Okay.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business. Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Albert Thornton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. We should never have done that. Everything should have remained in that cave, Professor, but I fear that what will become of me. It's singing in my mind, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on, and in the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father, but he's here. Huh.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it? Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
All the evidence has been collected. Ooh. This is crazy. Hello, Stud VA! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Let's take a look. There's a lot of dead things just hanging around. Oh, shit. Hello, Mr. Cop.
Let's see what you find, newcomer. Let's see what you find.
Tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son.
Oh.
He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds
familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Jeez.
Do you
What
know
happened
how
to
Paul
Paul?
died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
Huh.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Jeez. Huh. Let's take a peek around real quick.
Choo choo.
They living in a place like this. Press to activate. Whoa!
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
So that's what he was talking about in the room when he started speaking weird stuff. And someone tried to escape. I don't know if I drop like that if I'm gonna die. So I'm not gonna attempt to do that. But what I am gonna do, take a look up. So that's where it is in the floor. Yeah, there ain't nothing I can see. Just a little bit of a cold light.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Yeah. I'm skipping.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Interesting. do I get down there? Welcome, Runic. Hello. This man is praying or something. What the heck? What's this number missing from port? William Harmon. Yeah. Good hysteria around him. So, let's take a look. He does give off that vibe. I wonder if we can talk to him a little more now that we have that info.
I've said everything I know.
He said everything he knows. Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Found this in the lifeboat.
Lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
Bye. That was a very simple bye. I think I need to get down here, but...
Now get out!
Oh, no. Let me do this, guys. Sorry, I'm still learning all the controls, homies. I still think, based on what I saw, I need to get up here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, excuse me.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Huh. That's an interesting... Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you, good buddy. Right on that shit. Let me see. Is there anything around here? That's odd. Something that doesn't make any sense. Because based on the tracks that I, like, saw, right? Like, sorry, based on what I saw, like, this would absolutely, to me, scream that, like, he jumped out of the window. You get what I'm saying? Take a look in this house again, because I don't think we've gotten everything. this mark on the door? Yeah, that mark on the door is odd. That's what I was looking for.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Ooh. Retrocognition allows you to understand the events that happened in the past, inspect enough evidence in the scene, and the vision may emerge.
What's happening?
Okay.
Take this, ape face.
So they threw the barrel at him. He ducked. There was that.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
So, let's talk about this. I think this is one. They escaped the room.
What's happening?
Take this, ape
Three.
face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself.
Yeah.
He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
G evidence collected. Mind pals. Okay. Yo. What the heck?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone...
So let's take a look at the mind pals. So, Albert was unstable. He attacks the fisherman. Right.
Tossing it over like this.
Yeah. And then... Yeah, because the Innsmouth food. Fisherman wounded. I can track down Albert, and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Cool. Omens. Mind that I can reveal omens that guide your way. Okay. I knew it. He must have jumped from the window.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Yeah.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
That way. He runs this way. gun shell? Guys, I'm really liking this game. Let's turn this.
So the fisherman pursued Albert.
Yeah.
Even let off a few shots.
Yep. What the fuck was that? He ran that way. Okay. Something about this too. Yeah, something happened. Wait, this is...
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high.
Yeah.
Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high.
He was wounded and he ran away.
Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
So... we can...
Even though Albert was wounded,
oh, so
he
even
managed
there
to
it's
climb
going to be
that
the same
high.
dialogue. Okay, so...
Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Up top here would only make sense. He runs this way. He runs to this house. Warehouse. What's this? A pocket.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note, Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port, but don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. So this is Lewis's pocket? This is the pocket of the fishman, the Innsmouther Lewis. Yep, I like gunpowder and I like alcohol. This is interesting. So we can go upstairs in a minute before I head downstairs. Because downstairs always leads to suffering. So we're gonna go upstairs. If we can. No, we cannot. Actually, what was that one thing the game said? That we could, like, is it locked? What was that one thing? Yeah, can't do a melee attack on it. By the way, thank you, Runic. I appreciate it.
The blood is fresh.
Fresh.
Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Ooh, I don't like how dark that is. First, always check underneath the stairs, homies. Big point can be shot or done with a melee attack. So we can just... Oh! Oh, shoot! Wait, what the heck is that? What the heck? Yo! When in doubt, bring the hands out. That's right! Also, welcome, Eyes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have issues, whoa! Did you see that? It disintegrated into, like, the muck? Okay. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, just would like to put a small warning. It appears that there is a sad scene inside the other side of this door. So please, if you are sensitive to, like, suicide and things like that, please, look away. Please, okay?
One fatal round through the forehead.
Aww.
That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Yeah.
One fatal round through the forehead.
All evidence has
That's
been
no
collected.
accident.
Okay.
This was deliberate.
Let's see if... something is dead in here. Not to mention, guys, the scenery of this port. Yeah, ready your Fs, guys. This is really sad. Big sads for that guy. His dad's looking for him, too. So that's Throgmorton's son. And he is dead, ladies and gents. Which is a sad, sad thing. Okay, so we gotta go out the other way. Can't go up through that. So going up out through here. I guess we gotta go tell Throgmorton that his son is, like, dead. Because we now know what happened to his son. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on, I gotta grab a little drink of water here. Okay, guys. So, this is his dad, so we're gonna have to explain. I've seen some
Mr.
stuff.
Throgmorton, I've encountered some...
Yeah, let's start with this.
What? I don't have...
some unusual creatures.
And they sure weren't friendly, bruh.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started.
Oh.
They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like that firsthand.
Nah, my trusty shovel made it point blank.
And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm
afraid I have bad news, guy.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
Yes, he does.
It cannot be true. No. I don't believe it. No.
I'm sorry.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. hope for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
A fisherman named Lewis.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
Okay. So, I was meant to go to my hotel a long time ago, but let's go to the Mine Palace really quick and work on the case material, because so currently we know a fisherman brought unconscious Albert to Throckmorton to his house and left. When Albert woke up, he caused an outburst of hysteria, thing like that. That hysteria is still bothering me. A torn piece of jacket stained with blood. Alongside the blood-stained note was a warehouse where Albert was fled. So that's a piece of Lewis's jacket. This was a note for Lewis. Now, if we go to the Mine Palace, Albert fled Lewid. Lewis pursues Albert. Then we go back to the clues. Lewis left the crime scene. Albert was murdered. Or Lewis may be at the bar. Yeah. And Albert was murdered. Okay, so let's make deductions. So, yeah. So these are the deductions. And then to the case book, we now know that Lewis the Innsmouther killed Albert Thornwater, maybe hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Okay. So, here is what I'm thinking. Map time! So, this shows that there is key evidence has been collected, but there's more evidence. There's also at the ship, the Charon. So, okay. Let's think. I want to see this bar. Where is this bar that everyone keeps talking about? Not gonna lie, guys, I love the way this map's set up. Okay. So, that's the boat to take me to the thing. Innsmouth City Port. Yeah, let's mark that place. And then also, before we move forward, he said they're thing to gunfire. So, to run when aiming, aim and shoot. Bar under the kneel. Bar under the keel. Okay. This must be the bar. Ranhaven Bay. Oh, actually, let's talk to these guys first. What up, my fellow police officers?
Oh. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off. The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Yes, I know. He sent me. Alright. This. Under the Neil bar. Okay, added.
You look familiar. But old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar. But old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Oh, who this?
Oh, yeah.
A spare bullet, fella.
Got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
What the heck? When you walk up in the bar, crouched, ready to go. Already tippy. Already with a little bit of the tipple.
Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Okay.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Fortune teller.
Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Do tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Really? A bullet? Not right now.
As you wish.
I couldn't give her the booze? She said booze and bullets. Okay.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some
Let's start.
unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide.
Yeah. Give him
You
up.
hand him over, and he won't
Every
be
rat
back
likes
to
cheese.
collect what you
Give him
owe.
up.
Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
Yeah.
So,
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
But I love the goodbyes are just bye. Not a goodbye, just bye.
Don't do that again.
Oops, sorry, my dude. The camera angles have me fudged.
What the? Get them! Oh.
Hey, who are you?
What are you
Oh!
Charles
So that's
Reed,
what he meant by an
private
innsmither. Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Ugh. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start
all
at the
happen?
beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold.
then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to... Yeah. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Innsmouther is in the H.P. Lovecraftian universe are the people that sold their soul to a devil of the sea, one of the Cthulhian, Cthulhu deities, for riches, and over time they turn into fish people. They don't look like that at birth, but they turn into fish people.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family.
Yeah, what's a grand family?
What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Oh. Do I want to take the bullets? Because he did straight up murder that dude's kid. Chat, okay, I'm gonna leave this up to you, chat. Do we take the deal or no? So if you think we should take the deal, go 1. If you think we shouldn't take the deal, put 2 in the chat. Okay, so currently we have an even split. That's true, that's true. Yeah, let's say no.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay. So all the evidence is collected. I think we should go and talk to Mr. Throckmorton. Because I don't want that powerful ape man against us. I have a feeling that that ape man is really gonna have a straight problem with us if we don't do something. The murderer is at the bar, the murderer is dead. What does everyone think? Everybody in the chat, I'm not picking until we know. Okay. Here's what I do. I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin. We're gonna flip a coin, guys. Because valid points. Because I can tell Mr. Throckmorton isn't the best guy, but he also did just lose his whole fucking kid. So, like, we're gonna flip a coin. Because this is pretty serious. Usually I would say tell the truth up front. But it's a very interesting case. Because we don't know if the Innsmouther is telling the truth that he doesn't remember. He says he doesn't remember. There was hysteria he doesn't remember. So, let's give this a go. So, heads, we tell him he's at the bar. Tails, we tell him he's dead. He's tails up, heads, he gets his head blown off. That's heads, so we're gonna tell him that he's at the bar.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Is that what his son went on?
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and... Albert, when you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Ooh!
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers. Chug down, the visions always return. Never again, they say.
To track down this book. After being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum, it was brought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in Western Reeds Heights, where the surgeon worked, has been abandoned. The archives say it's on Bourbon Street between Inmouth Road and Oak Street. Gunpowder, shells, rounds. Waiting book. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of the Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his home behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across this ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found himself hanged on the bell ropes, but the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in central Salvation Harbor and the old church road between Seven Oaks Street and Wilhelm Street. Still has a bad fame, and no one wants to live there even after the flood. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree which still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived on the eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Wheel tome. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel arose amid the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And then I saw a man with a leather bag. He's standing in the center of this wheel and reading from a book. His awful dredge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd into their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in northwestern Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the south part of Whisper Street where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of the eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the sea. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks into the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have neither gone mad or disappeared. Nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. Now they're only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. Huh. That's interesting.
The door won't butt.
Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll pay you for any scratches you leave, landlord. Huh. Okay, that's my room. Oh.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Oh, they put his name up. That's so funny. Okay. What's up here? More rooms. Oops. Huh. What the heck? I was just exploring, but I found more stuff. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out. Several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring scavengers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. You need to look into it now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Huh. What? Another private eye? Was there another private eye here? Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Finally, you're awake.
Oh.
Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
There's some Oakmont. Ooh. That's a lot. Walter, can I help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again? I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living there that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Very interesting. Okay, guys, so let's take a quick look. We got a lot of stuff. So we've got Lost at Sea, which is the main quest. Then we have another little side quest, which is Mystic Tomes, which are like a bunch of other things of like small side quests that are going on. Letters from Oakmont. These are all like little side things that are going on. Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, lore. Okay. The raids on Innsmithers. The number of attacks in Innsmithers are becoming more whatever. Okay, so that's lore. That talks about the fact that Innsmouth people are being attacked. I am enjoying this so far. I find it really interesting. The world building is fantastic. For this being a mystery, like, combat game, this is fantastic. To Walter, too many coincidences. Keep it down. Nightmares. Note from Mr. Vandenberg. My diary part 2. Okay. So, let's see. So what do we want to do, guys? Do we want to kind of continue towards Lost at Sea, Mystic Tomes, Letters from Oakmont? Because we could do the side cases, or we could go straight to main story. So what do you guys feel like? Main case, side quests. What are we thinking? And also, while we're at it, we should take a look at our skills. Side quests. Okay. I think... So we have a knowledge point. So I took the thing here that's hard-boiled detective. Keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance of a double damage with a pistol. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Fast travel. Oh, fast travel is now optional for Devil's Reef. Okay. So let's go to the map here. Let's pan out just a little bit. So, what we're going to want to do is there's the police department, there's the Oakmont Chronicle, there's the hospital, the asylum, Thorgmont Manor, Oakmont University Library, Oakmont City Hall. So, if we go here to the casebook, let's see. Let's start with, do we want to do Mystic Tomes, or Letters from Oakmont? I think maybe, which one do you want to do? The Mystic Tomes, or do you want to do the Letters from Oakmont? Letters or tomes? So 1 for tomes, 2 for letters. As a sucker for books, the letters from Oakmont seem to be ones that will take a lot longer. Mystic Tomes. So let me tell you. So Mystic Tomes seems like it'll be shorter. Letters from Oakmont seems to have more stuff. So what do you guys feel for? Still want to go with Letters from Oakmont first? I see 2. So let's, okay, so you guys want to go Letters from Oakmont first. Okay. So, this didn't know Betty. How badly the flood damaged it has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking, even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor near the crossing of Fitz O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road. So Fitz and Old Church, okay. It came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting, my body turning into something. It itched badly on my face. I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting... I ended up sitting on the road crying until some Innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. For the forlorn woman. Lone child, the visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern street of Coverside, and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scary to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there was a terrifying scream from outside. I could not run, I could not hide. I just waited for my mom to return. Mirrors and mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision at the intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. I saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped, trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in reflections, but I have never caught a straight view of this stalker. I'm sure the police will walk me if I come again asking for protection. It seems like a time to buy a good, trustworthy gun and start to practice. I walked the Lombard Street beneath static in the ears. Okay. I was walking in Lombard Street in the eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It was not just a vision, but a noise. Hissing radio static growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullock Street towards Heglock Street. The hissing flooded my mind. I saw a man surrounded by radios talking to them. He was dying. I felt it, and then something happened. And then when it happened, the visions were gone. The call of the ocean. Tonight, the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remembered a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer here. However, more I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The visions occurred when I was a few blocks from the apple tree, walking East Brown Street to Central Shells. I feel like I was drowning. I ran forward, but when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me, pressing and calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go in the mire and sink into the depths. It's alright. No problem. I am going to be doing the side missions, and we're working on letters from Oakmont, so I'm just taking a look at some, and I'm reading them. The voices from the pipes. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they talk to me? This began after a vision in the East Reed Heights. I later saw a man, naked, covered in blood, in the room without doors or windows, surrounded by dark holes of pipes. He was cutting himself piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down Murdoch Avenue and we stabbed near Oak Street, and I hit with an excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed, and visions came. I saw one man writing a letter, another about to strike him from behind. Somehow I was the spectator and the sitting man, but no matter how I cried out warning or tried to move, it didn't work. It seemed I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head, and it took me several hours to get back to the hotel after. Terrible fetus. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Evon Street and headed towards Oak Street, but I saw it. The thing was running so fast, I don't... Actually, that's so interesting. I keep seeing Reed Heights mentioned, as well as Oak Street. I saw a man, a doctor, running so fast I don't even understand what it was. I saw a man, a doctor. Maybe that's an area that's a hotspot or something. Okay, a little by the crossroad. Tamper Street, Old Children, Coverside. So, I think what we're gonna do, if we're gonna do letters from Oakmont, we're gonna need to start investigating areas. And so I think the forlorn woman, she was on Fitz O'Callahan Street and Old Church Road. Forlorn woman. I'm gonna back out. Salvation Harbor. Here. Fitz O'Callahan and Old Church Road. Old Church Road starts here. Back. No. And the forlorn woman, she was in Coverside, St. Elmo Lane in Kingsport. The lone child was East Coverside, St. Elmo Lane in Kingsport. Fascinating. Okay. Casebook. Mirrors was West Advent, Purity Road and Oak Street. Road. And Oak Street. Sorry guys, this is a lot of things I'm doing so that I keep in mind about all of the missions, so I know where they are, because this will make it really easy for me. So, Old Grove, Warwick, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Street. Okay. So we're gonna back out of that. We're gonna go to Old Grove on Warwick Street, some point between Hillside and Seaside. So we'll just put this right here. Then we go back to this. Call of the Ocean. See guys? Top detective. Call me Goro Akechi, top detective. Central Shells. East Brown Street. East corner of St. Michael Road. So I said East Brown Street to the east corner of St. Michael's Road. East to the east corner with St. Michael's Street. I don't see a northeast southwest, so we're gonna go with that. Actually, okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go to the casebook. Static in the ears. Reed Heights. Eastern. Dog and Bullock. On Lombard Street, actually, I lie. Okay, Lombard Street between Hog Saint and Bullock. Voices in the pipes. Reed Heights. So that's east, west, north, south, east, west. So this is all the way down here. Okay, west. So it should be Ward, Baker, and Ebony Street. So there's Edbond Streets, Ward, near the crossing of Baker, Ward, and Edbond Street. West Advent, near the corner of Murdoch and Oak. Oak, Murdoch. I'm gonna put that right there. West Advent, near the corner of Murdoch and Oak. Oak Street, Murdoch Avenue. Good. Then take this one, we pin that. Again, Reed Heights. Washington Street between Avon Ikes and Oak. They don't call me Detective Dingledore for nothing. That's funny. Okay. Alrighty. North Grimshaven Bay. At the corner of Hoopert and Whisper. Northern Grisham Bay. So that's west, east, north. So it's gotta be up top here. But I'm not seeing a Hoopert Avenue. And I found a Whisper Street. So we'll just keep moving here. Oh, wait. It leads into the other town. Okay. And then Lullaby, Riverside, Tanner, and Old Church. Old Church. Back out. Old Church Road. Alrighty, so that's all of them. So we've marked up where all of the little notes lead to. So, we go on this map. Let's start from what's closest to us. So where we currently are at Devil's Reef, the closest one is the Innsmouth notes. So that's where we're gonna want to go. infested area. Y'all, we get a sweet ride. Oh, damn! First death! Okay. That's interesting. Okay. I think it's time now to learn how to use a gun. Fascinating. I'm highly fascinated. Before we go into a combat scenario, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to... Okay. Alright, hey guys. I actually think... I wonder, Hey guys. I think I might need to do a bit more of the main quest to get stronger. before I do this. If that makes sense. I feel like I need to, like, level up. You know what I'm saying? Get good. Before I do these quests. They seem to be a bit more... They seem to be a bit... Definitely higher in... proficiency. That's the word. Proficiency. Huh. I'm gonna continue. See if there's something I can change. It's the Devil's Reef Hotel. That's the map. Okay. You weren't there before, homie. Oh, okay. Actually, let's go to the map. Let's unfocus that. Okay. Let's take a look at the casebook. North Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hobart Avenue. North Coverside. Asher and Hobart. That's where we're going, homies. We're back in the boat. This is Hobart and Roosevelt. So if we look on the map, I need to go one more street over. Yeah, something about this feels sketch. Yep. Thought I heard something, not about to deal with that, so... Nope. Okay. And we're on the corner of... Hobart and Asher. Now where is what I'm looking for? Is this it? Expedition headquarters! We found it!
Guess I don't need the key. Guess I don't need the key.
Holy Jiminy. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms. Yes, the bends suck. Causing including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing, and including paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusions, and words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness is involved in several different parts of the body at the same time.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone's been rummaging through here.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
What in... H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of the Inuit tribes has added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now, Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition and hopefully shed light on the source of the flood. In doing so, shed light on what they may yet to come.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Not gonna lie. The sound design of this game, immaculate. How to protect. According to our data, the places with the paranormal activity have a strong, previous, unidentified influence on the human mind. We've prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and other symbols which are of no use, and applying these scientifically valid methods of protections instead. So they knew they were going into the shit, is what I'm hearing.
Can't say I ever saw another show like it.
Yeah. Weird. Gunpowder rounds. What the actual fuck was that? Oh shit! Oh! I need to learn how to use that gun, for real. Need how to use the gun properly. But let's see. Come on. Oakman keeps his mouth shut. Okay. Covert West. Okay. So I think for now I'm gonna go. Actually, let's do a quick thing really quick. Casebook. Lore, documents, dangers of the dive, Okay. I think we're also going to save. Okay. We're gonna save this. And we are going to leave this off here for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much. I hope to see you tomorrow at tomorrow's first anniversary stream, and I hope to see you soon. And personally, I find this very fascinating. I think we will continue playing The Sinking City and see what's going on and see what's happening deep within Oakmont. So I wish you all a very happy night. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, Gemini loves you. Have a good night. Sleep well, guys. Bye!